there's been a lot of expired contracts recently. A lot of players that have been released by their clubs or out of contract by their clubs and due to be leaving the club as well. I've got a brief list of pretty much the high-profile names at each club. So I don't know if there's any ones you want to bring up first.
Right, Patty, go through your list and we'll all state what we think.
So from Aberdeen, the only one that kind of stood out from, I think it was the three that were listed out of contract or going out of contract, was the only one I'd really heard of was Thomas Cherney. He is out of contract.
Monumental prick.
We don't like him, so
He's good, mate. I liked him at Dundee United.
He wasn't there, mate.
Cherniak.
I have got mixed up, right? I reckon who else is.
Oh, he says him. Oh,
God.
Jesus. Thomas Cherney. Why do I know the name?
You're thinking of Chersniak?
I'm thinking of Chersniak. He was class, man.
Yeah. No, he wasn't.
He was in my rubbish team. He was in my rubbish all of him.
Oh, there you go. Quality player. Right, who's the other ones, buddy?
So we've got Celtic, and we'll go in alphabetical order of teams. So Celtic, you've got Johnny Hayes and Josko Simonovic have been released by Celtic. And it's believed that Craig Gordon is playing second fiddle and will run down his contract at Celtic.
Johnny Hayes is already away back to Aberdeen.
So Johnny Hayes is an interesting one, but I'd imagine he maybe go down south before he goes to another team in the Premier League.
Mate, Hibs or Aberdeen, nailed on.
Aberdeen,
he's quite a Hibs player, isn't he?
Yeah, Hibs love a sort of a failed old firm signing. They love it.
Well, I've heard that the chairman of Aberdeen, Boyd Cormack, has refused to rule out a move for Johnny Hayes. So whether they'll be able to get the deal done or not.
Something they could do with Aberdeen, they've not really got any, apart from Matty Kennedy, they've not got any blistering pace. And Johnny Hayes, when I've watched him play, gives you that. So that would be that. Simonovic, I'll probably go, well, God knows where he'll go. I don't think he'll stay in the Premier League. Or the
probably go somewhere in the Championship or League One or something.
Like, I don't think he'll stay in Scotland. I reckon, where's he from? He's Eastern European, isn't he?
Croatian, I think.
I reckon he'd end up going back somewhere like that.
I think he'll go abroad as well, somewhere like maybe German second tier or a lower Bundesliga team, somewhere like that.
Him and David Bates.
Maybe like a sort of, not Red Star Belgrade, but they sort of bigger Eastern European teams.
Maybe,
like Shakhtar or something like that, do you know what I mean? But
yeah, that's not a bad shot.
Staying in Scotland.
He's fitting in the Fulham team.
Yeah.
Next exciting year.
So Hamilton, you've got a fair number of names which are uncertain, but the ones that I know are definitely leaving the club: Alex Gogic, George Oakley, and Aaron McGowan.
Unpopular opinion, I'd take Gogic at Hearts.
I'd take Gogic as well, he's class.
Quality.
George Oakley's a good number 9.
You go back to Inverness.
Horrendous player and very overweight, George Oakley.
And then
some fire.
Other names that have got their futures that will be decided soon, even though they're out of contract with training coming back this week. There's about 11 or 12, but the ones I really know is Mikael Miller, Blair Alston, Scott Martin,
League One,
Boy Ross Cunningham. Quite a few number of names that are in there.
These are all people I've played with Hamilton once on FIFA, and I don't even remember any of these names. I have no idea, Patty, mate.
So,
the only player taken there is Aaron McGowan's a decent enough backup, I would say, for fullback. But apart from that, I wouldn't touch them personally.
Mikael Miller's a good enough backup. He can do the job.
Yeah.
Apart from that, no.
Well, even though it's a top flight, I have included Hearts.
I will leave it till the legal prosecution begins.
So the names that I know that are going to be leaving the club this summer, or there's a few that have flagged. There's not many else that I knew. Craig Levein is one. Oliver Bozanic, he's going to be leaving the club this summer. Steve McLean will be leaving the club, and also Clement Dickamona. will also be leaving the club.
He's already went technically, but
Uh,
Bozanic, the only thing he really done was scoring that derby. What a goal that was, by the way. But
Is he a good player, Cammy, when he's fit?
no, because he's physically like he's one of the players where his physicals let him down. Like he's no big, he's no strong, he's no fast. He's a luxury player. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what's let Hearts down is that you've got a perfect technical player in Andy Irvine who's young. Why are we taking Bozanic? I never understood why we signed him in the first place. I remember he come to the club and I didn't even recognise the guy. I was like, who's that? Turned out it was a new signing, and honestly, he's done not like he doesn't assist. He doesn't dictate the game. It's probably the story of this season with the past couple of seasons with Hearts is that he's just a complete passenger. Like apart from the goal against the Derby, which he will be remembered for, it's like Ollie Lee. I'd rather have Ollie Lee in my team than Bozanic every day of the week, and he's away out on loan. So yeah, he's not going to be a miss. Stephen McLean passed it absolutely. He done Keyhoff for us. It was a Levine signing. And Dickamona, I'd love Dickamona to come back, but he's not really one where he's not going to play football. Like he's a good backup and he's good with the fans. Like I love Dickamona. I think he's quality, like personality wise, but personality doesn't win you games and keep you in leagues. Do you know what I mean? So
yep,
it is what it is.
He's got a good chat though, eh?
Oh, aye, he was winding Hibs up the other day. One of the Hibs transfer pages tweeted that he was signing for them, and he just replied, "Oh, wow." You love to see it. Dickamona's a bit of a boy. Like everybody loves him during Gorgie, but I just think, not. I can't see him coming back. It would be a nice sentimental thing, but in terms of progressing the club, I don't think so. We need more players like him though that are willing to like play for the badge. But from what I've seen of him, he's a solid enough defender. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. That maybe it's just my opinion. But,
see, for me, I think Hearts have spent too much money on players that are past it. In my opinion, I don't like Naismith and like Glenn Whelan were both. Naismith's good when he's fit, but Glenn Whelan is so past it as well.
Connor Washington's another one.
Yeah, Washington as well.
He'll be on big money as well. I wouldn't say he's past it though. Just Liam Boyce that came in and didn't deliver. There's a lot of boys that are in there that you're looking at them and what you got from them last season, and I just hope.
Yeah, I mean, you've not had a good forward since Kyle Lafferty, I would say. He was the last forward that could score goals.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like we've not had a striker that's hit double figures, I think, for this season at all. So
yeah, that's really concerning.
Do you know what I mean? So there's no out and out striker. That's what it is. Osman Sow on a free?
He was brutal at Man United. He was so poor for them.
Absolutely. The season we set the record for the championship, he absolutely ripped it up. But again, that's what I mean about sentimental players. Do you know what I mean? He's the sort of player that if he becomes available again, you'll go, oh, he done this for us in the past. But in actual fact, he'll probably not progress the team. So, yeah, it's a hard one. But,
I understand it. Like, oh, well.
Right, so going on to Hibs, there was only, I think, 3 that I think came out and officially announced. There was a few younger players, but 3 actual first-team players. We've got Stephen Whittaker is one of them. He's going to be out of contract. Alex, what's that?
I seen a rumour that he's going back into the coaching with him now.
Right, okay. I heard he was out of a playing contract at least.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard that he was going to stay on coaching there, but I don't know what's happening from playing point of view. But Stephen Whittaker's been past it for the past 2 seasons. Like he's just got no legs, like no
he's
pace.
Got no pace. That's it. He's still a good footballer, but he just gets done for pace every game.
Yeah, and it just becomes a liability. But that's what you love.
I think he would actually be quite a good coach, to be honest. I think he'd be quite a good footballer.
He was such a good in his prime. What a player! So good.
Unreal for Rangers. He was unreal at fullback. He was so solid.
Quality, but just now, like I think, just leave on a high. Like,
yeah, I would agree.
I wouldn't be surprised if he retired, to be honest.
I think he will. Yeah, he's like 36 odd, isn't he? 37.
34 or 36, something like that.
Yeah.
Who else parties from Hibs?
So we've got Stephen Whittaker, we've got Alex Bogdan, probably unsurprisingly, he's out of contract, so he might move down south. And then Slivka as well is out of contract.
I was surprised about Slivka, by the way.
I would take him at Saints.
Underrated.
Good player. I
I
don't
mean,
know
just
why.
playing at Ibrox in the 3-2 game, he had an absolute 30-yard screamer.
Yeah.
He's a good player, by the way. Very good.
No,
He's the one that like consistently come on in the derbies, and he would sort of change the game for Hibs. That's why I was surprised to not see him play more. But
Maybe he's on a big wage. You just don't know because he was a
I think
foreign
so.
player coming in.
Did he no used to play comfy? I wonder about that. I don't know who he came from, but I remember when he signed, all the Hibs fans were going on about he'd played for Juve or something like that. So I don't know.
Yeah. So that was the three from Hibs. Moving on to Kilmarnock, it's probably the highest profile one, certainly in the local game, certainly the Scottish game. Stephen O'Donnell has rejected terms for a new contract of Kilmarnock and is due to leave the club.
Rangers.
So,
He'll be going to Rangers.
whatever. So it sounds like the only way is up for him, but
He's way better than Kelly. He'll get a club down south easy.
I reckon that's the sort of players I suppose Rangers have got to have, but that's the sort of players Rangers need. They need like good, proven Premiership players. You know
Way
what I
better
mean?
than Tavernier. He's better defensively, I would say.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, is that you'd have to substitute like Tavernier's assists or Tavernier's assists for his defensive solidity.
Yeah.
Do you not advance him? Do you not advance Tavernier and have Donlan behind him?
I was going to say that is that he's more of a winger. The way he plays, like he's always forward, but I don't know. One of the old firm sides who they've got that Frimpong at Celtic. So the realistic one out of those two would be Rangers, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But like
I saw he was linked to Doncaster down south, League One. I think he's better than that.
Yeah, he could go to Barnsley or something like that. I don't know why he doesn't.
I would say a mid-table
championship.
He could hold his own there and do all right.
This is what frustrates me about the Scottish League, is that's probably one of the best like players to come out of it, and here he is going to Doncaster in League One in England. It's like it's a joke. Like it's But
so, and then the other two names that I think were kind of noticeable from Kilmarnock were Jamie McDonald and Branescu, the goalkeeper as well. So
Greg Taylor's wee brother left as well.
Alex Taylor, I did actually see that
Taylor.
one. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that name.
Celtic bound, has to be Celtic bound.
Yeah.
You think?
Nax, he turned down a new deal. Why would he turn it down?
Is he that good though?
Point.
Don't know, he's still young, so they might take a gamble on him.
Nah, you never really see that for Celtic though. Like, why would you gamble on something that's unproven? You know what
I mean, if you think about it, like you had
they've got the
Celtic
money.
had somebody like Andy Robertson, they let him go. So I don't know. Well, I mean, obviously Andy Robertson at that time could have been. He was always he was deemed too small, too slow. No, but you think about it, right? So you had somebody like that who's probably one of the world's best left backs, and he got let go by Celtic youth system, got punted back to Queen's Park, and then had to look his back up again.
I don't know. I know that Jamie McDonald's been linked with Hearts, so
he would do a job in the Championship, definitely.
Yeah, good keeper, good guy to have around the dressing room as well.
Yeah, he's plenty of experience too.
Aye, Patty, we breezed over Craig Gordon at Celtic a lot, by the way.
But we all kind of really talked about
him. Did we though? He's been linked with Hibs and St Mirren.
St Mirren was the one I've heard, but I think so. He's due to be out of contract, but he's still, from what I've heard, quote, mulling his future at Celtic.
Yeah.
But he's still maybe considering. Still maybe in contract.
I'd rather Craig Gordon's a good keeper. Injury prone though. I'd take Jamie McDonald.
And then the other thing you got to think about is that you've got Fraser Foster's on loan from Southampton at Celtic. What's his future going to be? Is he
sure, yeah.
Celtic, Scott Bain. You've got Scott Bain in there as well.
Scott Bain, yeah.
And you've got the boy doing as well.
Yeah, so it's like there's hundreds of keepers there.
Yeah, overload, isn't there?
Yeah.
This is fair enough. I forgot about Scott Bain, so yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, very interesting one for St Mirren, but we'll go on to them in a sec.
I'd say St Mirren. That'll be St Mirren's like wage budget blown though. Like he'll be on at least a couple of thousand a week.
Oh yeah, minimum.
Yeah.
Like if not more than that. Like, and that's probably taken at least like $4,000 off what he's probably on at Celtic. I don't know what sort of money he'll be.
Oh, he will easily be 10k at Celtic a week. I think.
Yeah, I was
easy.
going to say that. Like minimum, like 6,000 to 8,000. Like
easy money. Yeah.
But
right, Livingston Pie.
So Livingston next, probably the biggest reshuffle in set. Well, apart from maybe St Mirren, we'll go on to a sec. But probably 5, not even first team, but first starting 11 players. You've got Stephen Lawless, Chris Erskine, Ricky Lamy, all going to be released.
by the way, Ricky Lamy and Stephen Lawless, what a pair of players they are, by the way. Quality.
And then talking about who's it? The captain Alan Lithgow.
No, it's Martin Bartley, isn't it?
Right. Okay. So Alan Lithgow and Dolly Menga are both out of contract and potentially going to be
Big Dolly himself.
That's a lot of good players for them, actually. A lot of pace in there.
Quality, by the way.
I would take Lawless and Lamy at Saints, no hassle at all. Both really good footballers. I would take Lawless.
Lamy at the back.
Lawless always scores goals.
Halkett would do a job, I think.
Chris Erskine will go to Dunfermline, I reckon, when they get up now again.
In front of Falkirk, he's got that written all over them, I think, yeah.
Who's that?
Chris Erskine, sort of a championship player, I reckon. Not quite good enough for the Prem.
Falkirk's in League One, though.
Aye, but still a big club, like.
Yeah.
They're doing for the League One level, though.
Yeah.
That's surprising for Livingston as well, because they had quite a strong season, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things again. It's just one of those clubs that's going to have a big turnover of players every year.
Aye, but I think these guys turned down new contracts. I mean, they offered Lawless and Lamy terms, didn't accept them, I think. They weren't just like released outright. It's like they're probably their two best players.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Probably take
going back to the grass pitches, though, that's important, man.
Tough one.
Anyway, moving on to Motherwell, wasn't very many names that I really recognised out of them. I think there was a few. Ones I picked out was Peter Hartley, captain. He's going to be out. He's out the door.
Is he like 35?
He could do better than him.
It could be. And then
he'd be a hard signing, I reckon.
Every player's a hard signing, like.
With
every over 35, I think.
We need folk coming in on our free.
Got the goalkeeper Gillespie. Second, I know he was in. Well, Trevor Carson was maybe injured, so second string keeper out the door. And then Christian Illich as well, who's more of a bench player. But
what an agent Tony Watt must have. He gets contracts all over the world.
Tony Watt has signed a 1-year contract extension at Motherwell, so that was an interesting one. Interesting one to read. What journey he's been on.
But to be fair, he is very good at Warzone.
He's very good at the video games.
Even better than Cammy.
Don, I carry you every week, son. Just you.
Warzone, you do. I can't really deny that, I'm afraid.
Just stay in your lane.
Right, we've got 4 clubs left. The next one is the next best one. Rangers Football Club. 6 players are going to be released or have been released. All pretty high-profile players. You could, relatively, I say. John Flanagan's at the door. Wes Foderingham. Celtic's favourite player Andy Halliday is at the door. Jason Holt, Boy Rossiter as well, and then Jack Alnick as well. Although we didn't really see much about him.
Wes Fotheringham's a good keeper. He was on Cy Ferry the other day, and it looks like he's going back down south. So
yeah, very good.
Interesting to see what John Flanagan does, because he didn't really
go back to jail.
Oh Jesus God!
Can't.
I hate him, man.
Okay. Look at this. This is an inner Celtic coming out on him.
Right, to be fair, we all slate Halliday, but we'd probably take him out of our clubs any day. I think he's such a solid footballer.
Yeah, versatile as well. To be fair,
play at left back for Saints.
Jason Holt, will he not go back to Saints?
Mate, I wouldn't take him back.
You would take him back?
Nah, I wouldn't.
I would.
He's not done that much.
Every time he's coming, he's on a job though.
I think
depending on his
he's
wages,
that good a player.
I
Nah,
think.
just
Depending on what he
Davidson
wanted.
I'll take him at Hearts, mate.
Take him.
Good player. From what I remember, anyway, I've not really he's not really had any game time, and I don't watch Saints games because of Tim Pot. So
He's not even in our first choice team though. He'll be probably our third choice centre mid at best, I would say.
yeah, fair enough.
So
Right, who's next?
Ross County are next. The main one, probably the one that certainly Don and Sean and I would know. Richard Foster is out of contract. He's going to be leaving Ross County.
Cry me a river.
So I wonder what Amy McDonald's going to say about that one.
She'll blame Tommy Wright for it.
So he's out the door. Lewis Spence, who I know has been on loan at a few places, going to
Garbage.
He's going to be at Declan McManus, who I know was on loan at Falkirk, was it? Am I thinking of the big boy?
Yeah, McManus is okay. He's not a bad player.
I'd imagine maybe he would go back to Falkirk maybe on a more permanent basis.
Don's been taking his brave pills today. He's sitting slating everybody.
This was Don's favourite centre-half, Marcus Fraser. He's out of contract. He's going to be leaving the club as well. I think he rejected terms on the deal.
Yeah.
So he's going to be due to depart. Ian Vigers as well. He's going to be...
He's still about. He's not been relevant for years.
I'm trying to say that.
He scored against us, Don. He scored
I
against
remember
us.
now.
Oh.
And then these are just names that I recognise. So he's out the door. And then Don Kelly as well. But again,
Good old Don Kelly, man. What a
He's about
boy.
45.
They'd all done.
He'll be collecting his pension soon.
and then,
Well, Uncle Roy better get his checkbook out up north then.
I know. Better bring in a few more names.
so
Good
quite
old
a
Uncle
few,
Roy.
that's to name but a few at Ross County. There's a lot of other names I think have gone out the door.
Sorry, there was
Yeah,
a
I think they
Facebook
go
group.
10 youth players, eh?
Yeah. That could be like a whole Falkirk job. Get rid of the youth academy and then start again. But
Oh, easily.
They're good up there with the youth though. They've got
I remember they won. Did they not win the development league not that long
Oh,
ago?
yeah.
Yeah, they've got a good youth set up.
They've got a very good youth set up there.
Yeah.
Aye,
They brought
I suppose
Gary
you've got to,
McCarthy through.
I suppose you've got to if you're a smaller club, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not any offence to Ross County, but they're obviously not the most financially.
I mean, that's how Hamilton Saints County make money, sell players on base, or that's what they try and do.
Yeah.
That's the best way of making a sort of quick fire.
I was going to say
200 grand,
Saints.
isn't it?
I've never heard anybody who came through at Saints.
Quite a few. Like we got May for big money. O'Halloran went on for big money.
Kane,
Yeah.
Annie McCann, Chris Kane. Yeah, all those players.
Yeah, we got McCann, Kerr,
Jason Kerr, Liam Gordon.
Very
None
good
of them
footballers.
Hearts, sorry. He's Hearts. But yeah.
Callum Hendry too. Basically, a Saints youth product, not far off it. We signed him quite young.
So Callum Hendry
Okay.
will bring us nicely on to Saints. He's a high-profile name who's out of contract next month.
No, Patty,
or
he's
this month.
not. That was a media misreport. He's got 1 year left.
Oh, is he? Right. I'm not gonna lie. I took this I took most of this from the BBC and then did.
Yeah, the
a lot of other
BBC
things
got it wrong,
elsewhere.
so it's not your fault. Don't you worry.
So I heard he was out of contract, but obviously I'm wrongly mistaken. Names that are out the door include at St Johnstone, Stephen Anderson, and Stephen Anderson scores. Albeit it doesn't on this occasion. Doesn't score a new contract with
God.
Saints, and is out the door. A lot of goodwill messages I saw from St Johnstone players, old and new, praising him. Trey Wright, probably the highest profile, like first teamer.
Still sore.
He's going to be leaving the club after failing to agree terms with. And this is obviously under the midst of a manager list, St Johnstone. They haven't managed to appoint.
I wouldn't worry. I'm not panicking.
We're fine. We've got ages.
Yeah.
So
Malcolm Davison would do a job if we have to call upon him.
Relegation.
A Hearts fan singing about relegation. Wow.
It's no relegation, it's expulsion. Be quiet.
Insert Wagner video here.
Yeah, it's relegation.
But Patty, so on Saints, I think Anderson obviously is a club legend, fantastic player in his time for us, great servant, and it was just the time had come, but he had to move on, I would say. But fantastic player and goes with best wishes, I would say.
Did a great job at Rafe, by the way. He was brilliant. I thought he was really good at Rafe.
He still do a job, I would say, in the Championship. You do a good job in that league, I would say.
The brain works still, just the legs don't now.
Yeah,
he's a wee bit shorter in the runs, I would say.
Yeah. And Trey Wright,
Swanson too. Swanson, he was very, very good in his first 2 spells, but third spell was probably one spell too many. Didn't really do it at all in his third spell, I would say.
He was absolutely hopeless at Hearts.
He wasn't fit at Saints.
Yeah.
Wasn't, and he didn't get in the team at Hibs either.
I mean, Sean, he did have 2 years to get fit, so it's not really Saints' fault, I would say.
No, that's what I mean. It's not Saints' fault. He was just never got himself fit.
Plus, he was on big money at Saints. He was on $1.50 a week, so for us, that's quite a big outlay.
Yeah. No, I can get better than him, to be fair.
Yeah. And then, pretty much unsurprising, a name we're all familiar with, Ross Callaghan is also going to be released at St Johnstone.
You signed Callaghan, we signed Effie Ambrose.
Mate, see, Ross Callaghan's a friend of one of my friends, and he's from where I'm from. He's from Edinburgh. I feel sorry for the boy. Did they not just come back for a leg break or something?
It was very injury prone, but yeah, it was a really bad injury. I heard.
I hope he's a Championship player though, because he came to Hearts from Ray.
Yeah, he'll do a job in the Championship, no problem. I think Dundee want him, so that'd be a good move for him.
Yeah,
that's fine. Hopefully he comes back up to the Premiership. I thought he was a good player, to be honest, but just didn't work out at Hearts.
I mean, he was alright for us, just not quite good enough. He wasn't a bad player.
He was always a stick on for a booking on the bookies, I
love the booking. Plus, he had a very, very bad first touch.
Love the tackle.
His first touch was a tackle most times.
I never minded him. To be honest. I thought he was alright. He just didn't work out for him. So
yeah.
Fingers crossed he comes back. But
so that's all. That's the only real sort of noticeable players I had at Saints. But if there's anything you guys want,
Pat, you've forgotten big David McMillan.
Oh, David McMillan, I did see that, but I wasn't overly concerned after a bit of a forgotten man, I would say.
Nah, he just again nowhere near good enough.
Even at Falkirk, he barely got.
Yeah, I mean,
he was playing behind McManus
there.
and Salmon.
Salmon was ahead of him, which says a lot.
When he came to Saints, I thought he played the first game and he was actually alright. He was good in the air, and then he got absolutely cleaned out. Was it not by Thomas Cherney?
And that put him out for ages.
After that, it was absolutely terrible when he came back.
Yeah, he just was well off it.
He was always going, but fair play. Good luck to him.
Yeah. So that's all I've really got on Saints. Last but not least, a big turnover at St Mirren. Stephen McGinn, Danny Mullen, Tony Andrew, Vlasiv Hake, Callum Waters, Liam Hodson, Owen Jokev, amongst several players who are looking to be released or out of contract at St Mirren. So it's
see, to me, that sounds like a club that's about to go bust. Let's hope they do.
Certainly doesn't particularly look good for them, but...
Tammy, are you wanting clubs to go bust?
Yes, mate. I can't wait, because all the stuff, I'm in all these Scottish football groups, and all the patter that's been coming in is all about Hearts. Honestly, it's an absolute joke. So see all these wee diddy clubs like Hamilton, St Mirren, all this nonsense, hopefully they all run out of money and go down the tubes.
Well, he should have won more than 4 games this season. I don't know.
Oh, listen, you, right? You're just you shut your mouth.
The only team that won less games than Hearts in the whole of the top 4 leagues was fucking Stranraer.
Yeah, boys, what's happening to...
And they've been unfairly delegated as well.
Boys, what's happening to Flo Canberry? Is he still under contract at Hibs or back to Rangers?
I think he's getting sold.
From what I believe, from what I've heard, he's not going to be welcome back at Hibs.
No chance.
He's not going to be either.
So,
fantastic.
From what I've heard, he's under contract, but he's not going to be staying on.
What's funny is that he put all his eggs in one basket with that Rangers move, and he's got egg on his face now. It's
backfired. I think he scored 1 goal against Saints. That was it.
He done nothing for them. He done absolutely nothing for them.
Yeah.
He's not. See, to be honest, he's not even that great a player. So. Yeah.
I think he's good. I think he thinks he's better than he is, but he's a good player.
I don't rate him highly.
Yeah, I think he's a better finisher. Just
in
overall,
terms of who had
better
in the past few seasons, like that McLaren Jamie McLaren they had. Who was
He's a good
the
player.
other player? Aye, but see, like players like that, they were a hell of a lot better than Canberra. Like, and for some reason,
Or they-
like when Cameron playing for them, Hibs fans thought he was like. There's been a lot better players there than him. So
Or the
No, I
world,
would agree.
or one of the best
Can't see him
prospects in
staying
Europe,
there.
Ollie Shaw.
Oh, he's up at Ross County now. He went there for a fee as well. I don't rate him at all, man.
He was one of the
Good
best
player, mate.
prospects in Europe, apparently.
yeah, he was. See through
I've
the
seen him
youth leagues
play-
and stuff like that. He was apparently frightening.
No, I heard that
One of
too.
my
I've seen him play
favourite
twice for
players.
County, and both times he was anonymous. I might have caught him in two bad games, but I wasn't impressed at all when I saw him.
He was apparently absolutely frightening at youth level.
Yeah.
And reserves.
Yeah.
So there's got to
Well-
be proof in the pudding somewhere.
I'm sure.
Well, that's kind of all I've got, to be honest. That's all the real sort of players I've
interesting to
got,
see,
signs I've got.
Be interesting to see who Rangers bring in.
They've already paid 5 million for.
Yeah,
That's shocking, by the way. Such a risk.
They've been absolutely
5 million.
rinsed. Genk have absolutely pulled their pants down their leg.
Same as Ryan Kent. Never worth 8 million
No.
ever, Ryan Kent.
No. And the thing is that like you look at how much did they pay for him? 7.
What, Kent?
Aye. Was it no
It
something
was
like
8, was he not?
7 or 8.
something like that? But then you look at what he's done, like in terms of the title race and things like that, like
Hee-haw.
it's all been Morelos. Like I don't think
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I've not watched many Rangers games, but I think they get more out like their left and right back than they do sometimes at the wingers.
No, yeah, I would say. A lot of it goes through to Verney. A lot of their best football goes through him when you're attacking.
Verney and that Barisic is quality. I love him.
Very good footballer.
But
Then you've
that's
got like
it.
Ryan
That's a
Jack.
good
And,
business, but-
yeah.
Be interesting to see what Rangers do. It'll be interesting to see what Hearts do and what, because a lot of your players are still under contract. Like Big Uchi's still under contract. Connor Washington, Boyce. Trying to think who else. Halkett. There's been links with Hickey. Apparently Hickey might be going to Celtic.
I heard.
Aye, but there's been all of this though, like all of these teams watching them, and nobody's actually declared interest. So, but Celtic apparently has been given the green light if they come in with a bid. So that's a bit of a pain in the backside. But
What would you want for him? 1.5?
it's difficult because he's a good. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but then again, like he's 17, like
Yeah, very young, very raw.
good player, consistent, but I sometimes wonder if it's all going to catch up. Do you know what I mean? And he burns out. But probably it's got to be at least $1 million. At least $1 million, $1.5 million for him.
I would say.
Yeah.
If not more than that. Like hopefully.
Mad look was I was convinced that Harry Cochrane would have kicked on and done really well in the game, but he's not done it at all.
He never really got that. It's the same with Anthony McDonald though. Anthony McDonald's apparently scary, and the young boy Connor Smith as well. I was at a Hearts reserve game not that long ago, and he was absolutely bossing it. And do you know that way is that it's like youth suddenly went out the window. So I'm hoping that kind of gets. The only one that's really like stood out are the couple that have stood out, Andy Irvine and Lewis Moore. And thankfully
Callum Morrison?
Callum Morrison, I think, was on loan, was he not? Or if he was injured or something like that. He wasn't. He
I'm
wasn't
not sure.
involved.
Yeah, he might have gone on loan, but I don't know what about.
I think he went on loan in January, or he got injured or something. But he certainly wasn't available. Cochrane and McDonald got recalled for Dunfermline and never even got played by Stendhal. Be interesting to see what happens, what Stendhal does, because Stendhal's got that clause in his contract where he might actually leave. So
I think he'll go personally.
I think so as well. To be honest, I think a lot of Hearts fans like what he's trying to do. I don't hold him in that high regard. I think
where does he go? Like we're all in jobs aren't certain. It's like every other job in the world. Like jobs aren't a guarantee anymore.
Yeah, I know, but I think
manager Barnsley and Hearts, he'll have a bit of cash in the bank. He'll be all right.
I think I'd be surprised if he stays on at the Championship. I'm not that convinced. I think it's an ideology rather than like realist approach. Do you know what I mean? Like with the players that we had, you were never going to be able to play high press attacking football. Like,
Aye.
and that at the end of the day, that's why St Mirren beat us. Hamilton, I think, beat us at least once last season.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see a John Robertson, a Tommy Wright, somebody like that come in, and maybe we'll get Tommy Wright, Andre Wright. How will you feel if that happens?
I would not show my face
Sean
again.
will be crying himself to sleep.
Tommy Wright statue will be taken straight down at the car park. That's newly surfaced.
I don't think Tommy Wright's realistic. I think John Robertson one.
Tommy's got his eye on
is.
one job only. That's it. I'm afraid. One job for
He's
him.
not going back to the main Isles.
Nah.
Yeah,
He likes it up in Ulster there.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But no, it'll be interesting. It's interesting to see with Hearts. I genuinely don't think we'll go down. I think it's. I mean, the SFA has been a bloody laughing stock. Aaron Budge has been doing Neil Doncaster's job for the past X number of months. But at least the last 2 months anyway. But I don't think we'll go down. I think we'll win a lawsuit against that because you've seen exactly with the Belgian thing and going through the sport and what is it? The sport? I don't know the sports body. Aye. So yeah, I don't think we'll go down. I think, and I think the same will come in Ligue 1 with the team that was bottom in that league as well.
It
So
was like Amiens was the one that was. They were like.
I mean, we'll wait and see. I personally, if we go down, it's maybe not a bad thing because we cut the dead wood and we go again. But I don't think we will go down. I think from a business point of view, if you take a business and something like that's happened, and as a result of somebody's decision, it's had financial implications. Yeah. There is I think it's losses, isn't it? It's damage of your business. So
one thing though, when Hearts went down last time, their fans really backed them and filled it out every week at home, even against teams like Hurd and Beef and
We've already sold. We've already sold.
They would do it again.
6,000 season ticket holders. The Hearts fans are never going to go anywhere. It's Hibs that are the problem. Do you know what I mean? That Hibs have always had that problem where it's not even a dig. Is that it's ironic because 30 years ago there was that merger idea with the Edinburgh teams, but Hibs have always had that problem where Hearts are consistent. There's always going to be fans at the games when this COVID thing goes on over. So
fans
interesting to see. I'm excited to see what happens. But this virtual season ticket thing, I think this virtual thing, especially for the start, I think it's quite a good idea. So
yeah, I agree.
But
that was good, boys. Cheers.
Yeah, but definitely been a long one, going on nearly about an hour and a half, nearly even maybe close to 2 hours now. So on that note, lads, we'll leave it there. I'm sure there'll be a lot more to come over the next few weeks while certainly teams are back in training and more ideas are put forward, and hopefully more restrictions will be lifted on us all at the moment. So cheers, boys. Thanks very much for
guys.
Another wonderful episode. Another informative. Subscribe as always, guys.
Vote for me in the poll. Vote for me in the poll. My best team for the class.
Do not vote for. I vote for Yossi last. I can't even say.
Do not vote for Yossi. I vote
for him as I vote against football.
Anti-football. Anti-football will not win this day.
Yossi escalate class.
I'll try and find a way of doing it.
No done. Sean, have you ever had your eyes tested, mate? You might want to think about it, son.
Honestly, go look at Yossi finest.
Sean needs a pair of these, eh?
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Specky squared has arrived.
Right, didn't you start that? But
yeah, what was it Si Ferry said about St Johnstone fans? They're all specky. Proofs in the pudding, boys. Proofs in the pudding.
On that note, if I don't get a poll in the video, I'll be sure to put one on Twitter or something like that, and put it in a thread with the video so you can all have a look. And obviously scroll back to where you were. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. We'll be back hopefully very soon with some fresh content, reading a few more challenges and stuff. Till then, guys, thank you very much, gents, and we'll see you guys very soon.
Yes.
What you see?